Hello, welcome in. This is Cleo Ra, and this is my little spiritual loot lounge. So we're going to see what's going on in the ethers. So take what resonates, leave the rest. You know how it is. We're going to see what's going on out there. I did just get during meditation that someone could feel like they're lost at sea. So this could be an emotional thing, like not knowing how you feel, or this could be someone you're dealing with. Okay, show me. Okay, we've got the Sun card here, and this says critical success, all right, and judgment. So these are big shifts going on in someone's life right now, and this would be energies of illumination and transformation with judgment. Judgment is being reborn into spiritual energies, feeling uplifted, but still being physical, of course, but this is kind of an ascension energy here with the judgment and the Sun. Session 0 and critical success. So I do feel like this is, of course, a big rejuvenative cycle that you're going through if you've been pulled into this reading. But you're taking so much wisdom with you. There's such a huge energy of metamorphosis, taking all your intelligence and divinity and grabbing this hand here, going up to this level of the mind and of the soul, where you are sure to shine with this Sun card energy. And then we've got the Moon right next to it with the Ten of Wands. So there's that lost at sea energy, but we can see what it's all for. It's not for nothing. It's all to come out with a rejuvenated spirit. They just keep saying rejuvenation, but also a higher platform of mind. But right now, someone's kind of suffering. Yeah, we've got the Five of Pentacles alongside the Moon and the Ten of Wands. So this is burden. This is maybe feeling like you don't have all the facts, or someone you're dealing with doesn't have the facts. And feeling alone, maybe feeling burdened by feeling alone. Maybe feeling burdened by something you've had to walk away from. I feel like there could have been a splitting here, because this energy is moving through the Moon, cutting it in half, one on either side. So it could almost feel like you're separated from yourself, or maybe your normal intuition feels a little bit bogged down or heavy. And I'm getting that this could be a frequency that's been created because you had to maybe slam the door on something for your healing, to take a higher pathway. There had to be some respite from this. That's what I'm getting. Someone's mind felt like they were lost at sea. And until they slammed the door on that mindset, they couldn't get up to their normal self again. Because the Sun does represent the consciousness, and the Moon does represent unconsciousness, or the subconscious mind, or being submerged in feeling, right? Whereas the Sun energy is all about that bright illumination of thought, feeling like yourself again, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. So someone is getting there, okay? If you're feeling a little bit lost at sea at the moment, you're going through a cathartic process where you may feel like no one really understands you at the moment. You may feel like the burden will never end. But this is what it's leading to. If you allow the joy. Spirit's saying, if you allow the joy, if you take that hand, then it's there for you. So whoever this message is for, maybe you've got an option. And we've all got many options, but maybe there's one or two options in particular that are standing out to you at the moment. Something you've kind of wanted to do. Maybe an instinct you've had. It's going to break you out of this pattern here. If you're feeling that lost energy, floating, not knowing when you're going to find solid land, having to leave things behind, having to constantly be independent. I mean, when's this going to end? They're saying there is an avenue for you to take here. And it will be like a crack in the door. Spirit's teasing you here. Spirit's saying, come on, can you find it? Can you find the doorway out? Because it's right there. There's something about tuning the mind despite the circumstance. So maybe you feel burdened, alone, like you don't have all the answers. But to get away from this, there's a mastery here. You mastering how to tune your mind and escape, exit. There we go. Ace of Wands. This is about the conjuring of your own sacred fire and decisions. I'm getting assertion here. This is the wand of plant growth. So this is you getting your own growth started. I'm getting for somebody, you might be feeling like crap one day maybe, and all of a sudden it hits you. If I don't pull myself up right now, if I don't go to that kickboxing class, if I don't go and join that new group, or if I don't make a different decision, nothing's going to change. And this could be with anything. I mean, you could have like a really successful job, but maybe you're addicted to the ice cream, right? And maybe you don't want to be, right? This is about us getting into the mode we choose to be in. The Ace of Wands is us truly taking responsibility for everything we are, everything we think, everything we feel, but also remembering that this is normal. We don't come to, I was about to say we don't come to human. We don't come to Earth to stay in one static mindset like a factory installed robot. We come to transmute and progress. And I feel like maybe someone's kind of on the doorstep of feeling alone. This could be residual energies you've got to work through. I'm getting karma, childhood, something that you thought you left behind. Maybe the energy stayed with you until you took that wand and you were like, you know what, this is a fresh now moment. And I'm doing something new. If I don't do it, no one will. Because Ace of Wands is powerful. Ace of Wands, anyone with the Ace of Wands in their hands, no one is more powerful than them. As much as a lot of people watch tarot, very few people actually hold the Ace of Wands in their hand. Four of Pentacles. You've got this Ace of Wands. It's like you've hidden it from yourself to see if you can find it again. This is like a game of hide and seek. You're playing with yourself, the subconscious mind and the conscious mind. Can you find it? Can you find the hand? Can you find the door? The Emperor is the one who takes the wand and makes reality what he wants it to be, or what she wants it to be. And right now, maybe this is feelings, emotions. Spirit's telling me someone could be huffy, someone could be feeling stroppy. Maybe you feel like your needs aren't being met. The lone survivor here, and I definitely feel that heavy energy of someone who, you know, this has to be something different in your scenario. You know this has to be an exceptional situation because of how it feels, because of how intense it is, maybe because of how exceptionally alone you feel, because we do have the Eight of Cups with this Five of Pentacles. But again, with the Five of Pentacles, there's always a doorway we can go into. There's always that temple. There's always sanctuary. And I feel like that is what you're finding here. But what's more important than just going and finding sanctuary here is you becoming the power, you being the key. We don't need a physical wand. We are the wand. We are the cup. We are the pentacle. We are the sword. And so I feel like here maybe you've been processing energies. You know, maybe something has resurfaced and you're currently in the process of emotionally purging it. But this is all to lead you to your own singular power. Knight of Pentacles energy. So you know instinctively there's treasure or there's a gem. We've got the Four of Cups here. Overlooking your own power. Something that's taken for granted. Something that's right under your nose. They're giving me the metaphor of already owning the book that you need to read. You've already got the key. It's in the treasure chest, like that Four of Pentacles. You could be wondering why it's taking you so long. Okay, what I'm getting here is there's a battle. You've got your subconscious mind trying to keep you safe, and maybe being alone has kept you safe here. But it's also slowed you down, I'm getting with the Knight of Pentacles. Now you could know this, right? There could be frustration in this. But I feel like this is going to keep repeating, this cycle of aloneness. Spirit's saying victimhood, feeling in those energies, right? Maybe feeling like, who's here for me, right? Your subconscious mind is wanting to give you some key to security here. But what they're saying is, instead of maybe turning to isolation over and over again because it feels comfortable, a sanctuary, they're saying maybe there's a key here where maybe you need new energies. Maybe there are energies available for you with the Four of Cups. but maybe you've turned your nose up at them. Maybe they didn't interest you at the time. Maybe there was a version of you that didn't want to do that at the time. But they're saying it's okay. It's okay to turn back. It's okay to humble yourself. It's okay to be like, you know what? I tried that. I learned what I could from it. I did everything I could in that mode. I learned solidarity, independence, freedom, how to build my own reality. But I do feel like here now, there has to be an infusion, a group infusion, or an infusion of Ace of Wands energy. And that could mean you starting something up. I'm getting like a storefront energy, like someone starting a business. Maybe you're going to be selling food, street food, something like that. Tacos I'm getting. But this is you really taking responsibility. There could have been people that kind of maybe you felt like they let you down with the Knight of Pentacles. Dangling carrots. Two of Wands scrying here. I feel like your plans are more powerful singularly, for sure. With the King of Cups, I feel like this is how you do something. In terms of something in the past, right? This is like something let you down, something took too long, something made you go into isolation, something made you feel like you had to be the Lone Ranger, like you had to be the one to rely on yourself. King of Cups, Five of Cups, Queen of Wands. Let's see. This is interesting. Show me. Five of Swords, the aftermath. Knight of Swords. High Priestess. Right, so the High Priestess is the one in solitude. Okay, I get it. This here feels like a battle. This really feels like a battle. And energies that you thought you could fall back on. Knight of Pentacles, normally responsible, normally solid. But there's an energy of this Knight of Pentacles wasn't quite holding the coin. The coin was hovering. So this is going back before this sequence started. But this sequence is all about you taking true control. Now they're showing me a wand that's so big it could be a statue. That's how much power you're sitting on here. Queen of Wands. This is who you're destined to be, creating, pointing the wand in satisfaction, because the Queen of Wands is all about creating what satisfies her. High Priestess energy. Who came at you here? Because we've got disappointment, Five of Swords. A disappointing communication. Feeling alone, abandoned. And I feel like, do you know what? I feel like there was a group or someone you thought you could rely on, because you were singular here. The High Priestess. She has to live in solitude. Or perhaps for some reason you were in solitude. This could have been you heightening your psychic gifts. Now your subconscious mind is challenging you to take 10 wands here. 10 wands that maybe you feel like life has given you or that you've been left with. But now you're consolidating it. Spinning. They're showing me a DJ spinning records. This is you turning the tables. Because you can, because you're that powerful. And making a move outwards, okay? So you could have banked on maybe a job, maybe a relationship, something like that. And I feel like now the bounty is outwards. It's going to be something that maybe you didn't want to do. Maybe you kind of wanted to do it. Maybe you turned away from it. Maybe it wasn't the right time. But there's something you're going to be picking up again here. Yeah, Eight of Wands, rapid shot. So this is what I like to see. I'm getting that those 10 wands, those 10 wands are being refined and sharpened up and turned into arrows. Yeah, this is you going for your awakening. This is you choosing to go for the rebirth here. Because I saw a lot of pain. I saw a lot of disappointment. A lot of solitude. All right. And if a High Priestess is alone too long, what happens? The moon, what does it do? It can really promote what we would label as lunacy, because our minds are human aerials. So it could be that you were bunkered down for a while. Maybe you're just someone who's used to being independent. But I feel like you're wiping away the disappointment of old letdowns. And now going out with new energy, where you don't need no one. No one can let you down, because you are it. The one who holds the wand of power, connected directly to the divine. The Chariot, you see? Something's messed your head up, and I think it could be solitude. There was some reason for you to be in solitude, maybe an unconventional reason, and it brought out your emotions, subconscious fears, and it goes deep. Nine of Swords energy. But you know what? Look at this. You are the one, the High Priestess. We've got a 999 on the table with the gorgeous High Priestess coming out to confirm that, yeah, I'm getting sacrifice here. So maybe you put yourself in a position where you were sacrificing your needs for other people's, or maybe you were sacrificing your sociality for independence, for a psychic signal. But I feel like now it's time for you to get the passion going. It's time to move forward in victory here with the Elephant energy. And again, there's a lot of people surrounding you on this elephant. New energies, excited energies, energies that want to fly with you, move forward with you. Because often the best people end up in solitude, right? The realest ones. And I feel like now it's a 999, right? Completion, completion, completion. Complete ascension. Go in for it. Go in for gold. The whole universe is on your side here. 8 of Wands again to confirm. With that Hierophant here. So I feel like a high priest or a high priestess is reclaiming. I feel like you're re-emerging, reclaiming your sociality, reclaiming your life here. Because you've been bunkered down, moth energy. It's only in the darkness we find our light. It's only in the shadows we see the sparkles. And that's what I'm getting here. 9 of Wands. For some reason, a shadow period continued on too long, to the point where it started messing up your head. I'm getting Lily Allen. Messed up your mental health, right? Because that moon energy, it could have been really hard, really frenetic in your brain chemistry. So this is about moving outwards now, moving forwards and getting your needs met. So yeah, I don't know why, but yeah, moth, bat energy. Maybe you've been hidden from something. Maybe you've been in a state of PTSD or recovery, healing energy. But yeah, it's time to splash around now. Dolphin energy with dragon. This is big fire energy coming in. This is going to move you. I feel like, 9 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles. You were always the High Priestess. You always had this energy to be completely fulfilled and satisfied. But something here with the 9 of Swords has driven you into a sense of despair that you're going to fly out of very quickly. We've got time for a nap here. So this is about giving yourself the right rest, the TLC. The resting fox could mean something to you. I'm also getting a pub with a fox name. Fox and hound could be, relevant. Okay, thinker here. So the High Priestess needs balance. And what I'm getting is you've had so much energy to process in your mind that it was zapping you. It was completely zapping you. 9 of Swords is being stuck in your head. Maybe sleepless nights, stress, overthinking for sure here. And that's over now. I feel like that's all over. I really feel like you are going down a new pathway here. Fork in the road. And Spirit wants you to know you've got multiple options. You've always got so many different options available to you. And you know this. I feel like you've been weighing your options for a long time. But you chose something that didn't pay off or drained you. It took you too far, right? It took you too deep. So you had to get out here. All of the multiple options that maybe you were considering before the thing that let you down, they're now re-emerging, they're re-available. But there's even more here. This is death energy, number 13. I'm hearing a High Priestess is so beautiful in her heart as a cosmic being who's put on the planet to help people. 2002 on my clock. And she is 2, right? Number 2. She's so beautiful that she will sacrifice her own needs for the greater good. And I feel like that's what you were doing with something. You might not have been in social isolation, but your needs were depleted here, particularly emotionally, psychologically. Show me more. But now it's beautiful. I'm hearing that I'm coming out. I want the world to know. Yeah, happy. This is beautiful. This is you putting on your glad rags and taking all those options you know you had before anyway. You know, maybe you were isolated because you were with someone. Maybe you stayed home for them. That's not happening anymore. It's your garden. You're growing it. Yeah, you knew that this was a never-ending story. Someone kept you waiting with that Knight of Pentacles. Someone you thought you could rely on maybe. Or someone who promised you something. You could have had a contract with them. Or some sort of relationship agreement, because there's a heart pushed down lower through waiting. Your heart was dragged down via isolation and waiting for your basic needs to be met. Now it's all down to you, honey. Ace of Wands, observer. You've got loads of people that want you. Loads of people watching you. 4 + 9 is 13. Again, what did I say? This is more than just one little bit of regeneration, because you've been sitting on your own nest egg. You've been sitting on your own energies because you were trying to help other people or be there for other people, or you were in another scenario because you were being too selfless. Now the Ace of Wands is saying, no, your happiness is the most important thing here. And you've imagined a lot of things, and you can manifest so easily by the book, right? You've got real beautiful ancient connections with the dragon energy. Pure manifestational power with the High Priestess. But you were putting your eggs in someone else's basket. Altruism. I was getting you being too altruistic here. And this is what happens when we're too nice, when we're too kind. Yeah, Spirit's saying turn those tables. Spin them records, all right? I feel like you're going to be partying, imagining new things, spending time with new people. This is you releasing yourself, taking your ascension, taking your vortex. Spirit's been waiting with loads of gifts, loads of offers piled up for you. And for some reason, yeah, I'm seeing parcels piling up at someone's door. Like you haven't been home to collect your own parcels. You haven't been in the home of your own temple. Because it's almost like you've been out trying to help other people or isolated from yourself. And that's changing now, no way. You've been sat on your own egg. I didn't even see that when I said it. I was looking over here. Okay, let's see. Your luck is changing because you chose yourself. Darkest before dawn. You went as long as you could on something. You sunk as low as you could, and then your mind was like, Nino, right? 9 of Swords is like, you got so far in the timeline, and then you had to pull yourself up. I'm seeing like the rope you would use if you were abseiling, and you pulling yourself up from a cave. So there's something you were devoted to here that was like a cave, and now you're coming out of the cave. Being made conscious of your own needs above all others. We can't help anyone else until we're holding our wand of power. While we're powerless, we can't be powerful for anyone else. This is you taking your power back. Portal of fire. Because I feel like you were draining yourself. Pouring from an empty cup. Or the cup became emptied, right? New cup, I'm getting new cup for you. 9 cups. Something about your altruism here. And how lovely you've been. And you could be a starseed or an earth angel, cosmic. Your gifts are hidden. No one's seen your gifts before. And these are also the gifts that are coming from the universe. But because you've been so generous and kind, you've built up a lot of parcels and gifts from the universe that have just been waiting to come in all sorts of different formats. Group admiration, positive energy flow. The energy is flowing properly again now. That's what I'm getting. Yeah, we've got lucky escape, dodged a heavier bullet. I'm getting someone was selfish and you were the selfless one. You were being completely selfless while someone else was being completely selfish, imbalanced. But now you're balanced out perfectly. In the temple, they're saying pomegranate seeds could be really good for someone. A divine feminine, doesn't matter. But divine feminine energy, restoring that is really important here. Male or female. Pampering yourself, number 1 priority. Fairy godmother energy. This is the fairy godmother's wand, pinging you on the head. And once you felt those sparkles go through your chakra systems, nothing can stop you and nothing will. And you've got passionate offers coming in. I'm getting more than you can handle. More passionate offers. You know, like multiple ones where you're like, oh my God, which one do I choose? Yeah, we've got the truth hurts here. So you've seen the truth, it hurt you. But now you're realizing that you've got to be the way other people are. And you've got to be more like that because you're the high priestess. You do a lot for this earth. And too often, we give and we give and we give until we're drained. Spirit wants you up even higher. Remember, 2 death energies. So instead of you being down here and treating everyone else like they're up here, Spirit wants you up here because you're a leader. You're a leader. You're a star. So it's time for you to take your true positioning. No more, I'm hearing no more I love you. So for someone, that's like someone was taking your love for granted. You've bowed out. You can't play that role. And now you've got your juju back. Love potion. Okay, I'm hearing hitting the scene. Getting out there. 9 of Pentacles is you looking good, smelling good. 9 of Cups is that energy. You've got that overflowing heart now because you're flowing it back towards yourself the way God intended. And we've got timeline jump, home sweet home. So the sacred temple of the soul, being tuned to that, prioritizing yourself, having all your ducks in order, and taking your rubber ducky back. I feel like you gave someone 2 rubber duckies and they had all the rubber duckies. And now you're getting your rubber ducky back. Squeaky clean, home sweet home. You're right where you need to be. Beautiful. Now, seeing as I've gone on so long, I may as well get a charm. Okay. Wow. Fresh and new. I'm getting young, fresh and new. The whole world's your oyster here. So the world's ready for you. High priest, high priestess, you're beautiful. You're loved, you're radiant. And you have ascended. I love you. Go get that success. Mwah.